have an amazing day today on Spokes and Folks. We have our good friend Adrianna here today at Page Street, going all the way out to Ocean Beach with a stop at one of your favorites,
Pineapple King Bakery.
I am so excited. I've never had pineapple buns before, nor has Goldberg, and so he's excited as well. We've got the guest of honor, Cookie, as well.
She's had pineapple buns before.
She's an expert. This is Spokes and Folks. We're meeting all these fun people. We're gonna use car-free JFK. We might see some Kidical Mass. So I don't know, let's get to it. Let's have a good bike day.
Hey there, this is Spokes and Folks, a little series where we show a more joyful world as possible on two wheels. I'm your host, Sarah. On today's show, we're talking to Adrianna about trying new restaurants and eating pineapple buns.
All right, we've made it to car-free JFK, here with my friend Adrianna and the most esteemed sidekick, Cookie. Obviously, Goldberg is here too. We're about to come across this Kidical Mass ride here. And then after that, I'd love to hear more about, you know, your story, your bike, and kinda your vibe in general.
My buns.
Check it out, Kidical Mass, Kidical Massing. Wow. Looking good, people.
I wish I had bikes like these when I was a kid.
Oh, look!
There's a kid in front of you.
We have one of the T's of TNT. Yeah, go big!
Keep it open for the people. Keep it open for the kids. Keep it open cause it's really great. It's really, 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 really great. Keep it open for the people. Keep it open for the kids. Keep it open cause it's really great. It's really, 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 really great. It's really, 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 really finally great.
Adrianna, it's so good to have you on today.
Hi.
Look at us in the middle of a Kidical Mass storm.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
The best type of weather I could be around.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me more about who you are.
So hi, I'm Adrianna. I've been living in San Francisco for 4 years now. I work for the city. I work in product management.
Okay. I usually hear product manager in the kind of tech space. Yeah. The city has a tech arm.
We have one of the largest civic tech organizations in the
Civic
US.
tech, what does that mean?
Just all based on a concept that, you know, you can use your technical skills to make an impact to the community that you live in. One of the things you might know about is that, you know, we run sf.gov, the city's website.
Cool.
We built like the vaccine finder service.
Which I used. I used sf.gov to find my vaccines.
Thanks.
And occasionally a testing facility over the past several years.
I'm personally really interested in like using technology to improve access to services for like low-income San Franciscans, immigrants.
Cool.
And so in this job, I get to do all of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You were a food writer.
Yeah.
What did you write about? I mean, obviously food, but like in what context?
So when I was in college, I just wanted a way to travel the world and eat all the foods.
Yeah.
And so I started pitching stories to write about like restaurants, chefs, food culture, mostly in Southeast Asia, but also sometimes in Europe. From that experience, I was like, this is cool, but I don't know if I can do this while living. But it always stuck with me. And so when I came here to work in San Francisco, I was obviously trying to jump into learning about the food scene. I was trying to like figure out what I liked, what was available here. And I really found that a lot of the things that I loved in the places that I lived in before were also available here. And so I figured that not a whole lot of people actually know about a lot of the intersectional identities of some of the immigrant communities here. And given that I had an in like my knowledge of Southeast Asia, I started to try to try to explore and tell people about how when you go to a Vietnamese restaurant, you don't just have to order pho.
Yeah.
You can also order dry noodles. You can also order like rice noodles. And I just found myself very quickly giving recommendations to folks who want to try new things.
Yeah.
And that was great. And so every time I went anywhere, I would tweet about it. And then eventually people started putting in a list and liking it. And I was like, I'll just put it all in one place.
Okay, so in the theme of trying new places, trying new foods, we're going to Pineapple King Bakery. So that's a Chinese bakery.
That's right.
So tell me your first time you've ever had a pineapple bun.
I've always been around Chinese bakeries. They've always been a part of my life in some ways. And so I think there's a lot to Chinese baking, Japanese baking, Korean baking, or even Indian baking that I love and I want to share with the world that is sometimes overlooked when we talk about bakeries and baking culture here in the city. And so, for example, Indian baking is great. Like you get like great apple pies from like the Iranian Parsi community. In Chinese baking, you get soft, pillowy buns with like sausages inside. I think it's clear that there are these like communities that like have their own baking cultures, and those are just, to me, I think it's more suitable to my taste and my palate. Very few Asian families traditionally had ovens. That's why you don't really do a lot of baking yourself. But you do go to like a baker, like a community baker, and there's so many great ones here in the city alone. For example, there's a baker in a Mission who's a Chinese baker who bakes Mexican rolls, the French style.
Wow.
And mostly, people from the Mexican community go to get buns from him.
All right, order ahead, huh?
Yeah. So there's always a long line, and you should go on their website and pre-order. That way you can also use cards and not just cash. This is the family tree of pineapple buns. I guess it's just something they made up.
It's so cute.
The ones that I know are like the great-grandpa and the great-grandma. Like you just start with like the basic bun, and then they add a butter.
Yeah.
And then at this point you can really just add whatever you want.
Whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had, barbecue pork like buns, but just not the pineapple with the sugar on top. So I'm really excited for that kind of sweet savory combo.
Yeah, so it's got a different like texture to it. Like usually the pork buns are like either super soft,
very
or
soft,
like super crunchy or crispy, and this is sort of like midpoint.
Nice, I love that. I've never had a pineapple bun. I feel embarrassed to say that, but it's the truth.
My wife had to move here to try one because she always thought that there were pineapples in pineapple buns, but there are not.
Wow, this is cool. They're so beautiful. I do have to point out that in true fashion to the show, we ordered so much that even though we placed the order ahead, we still have to wait a little bit longer for our buns, which is just chef's kiss.
It's ready.
Okay. Oh, wow, thank you.
我们叫了好多。
Thanks. We got some doggies who are into it. They're both so interested. It's very time for Pineapple Kings with the Pineapple King and Queen. So we picked up our buns. We're gonna head to the beach to eat them. We had some milk tea, and I had some coffee left over, and Adrianna was like, you should mix your leftover coffee with your milk tea. And I was like, all right. Oh my God. Highly recommend mixing milk tea and coffee, and apparently you could also just order it that way too.
It's a Hong Kong specialty called yuan yang. Honestly, you can really just mix any drink of any drink. Like I've also had tea with barley. I've also had tea with chocolate drinks.
Yeah. All right, we're coming up. And it happens to be that this is where the remainder of the Kidical Masters are. So maybe we could share some buns with them as well. We're about to bun it up for the fun of it up. Spokes and folks, spokies, folkies. I spoke with Adrianna today. We're about to have some buns. How many other little puns can we make for funs? All right, parking my bike. Oh, yeah. Woo! You do not jump in there. No. Whoa. Whoa. This is only one of the boxes. Oh, those are classics, huh? Those are probably to go with the butter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an egg tart box. That Sometimes they call me an egg tart box.
So they've got 2 types of egg tarts. These
Okay.
are the Portuguese ones.
Portuguese egg tarts.
They're the pastry is laminated, like so it's flaky.
Oh, I love a laminated pastry.
Yeah.
I really do.
So yeah, as you can see, it's really soft.
Uh-huh.
And there's this crust on it.
Pineapple bun cheers. All right, I'm gonna try it. Delicious. Yeah, the inside is very familiar to challah to me. Challah is a very eggy, sweet Jewish bread. All right, Jeebs, there you go. Okay.
When you get it at a shop, they put the butter in a bun already, but if you take it to go like us, or if you order as much as we do, they just
Yeah.
give you a block of butter.
It is cut into little patties.
That's cute.
But do you usually have this whole patty in there? Whoa, nice. Okay.
So I'm gonna take a pat of butter, and then I'm gonna put it into this little slit here.
Whoa, it's pre-slitted. That's cool.
And here's a butter pineapple bun.
Look at that. It feels like, you know, when you close a Tupperware container. So do you approach from the side?
All sides.
Okay, all sides.
I think you have to really like butter.
And I do. We've had a fantastic day. I'm so glad that we got to do this together, to reminisce a little bit about how we met, to learn more about kind of your thoughts on food and community. The Bay Area is so lucky to have you as a part of the community.
Thank you.
And today I spoke with Adrianna, Spokes and Folks. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.